Good morning, beautiful family. Good morning from the rising lights to all of you beautiful lights. And let me show you who's just coming up here. A transmission from this beautiful, gracious black swan. They're just nesting here. One is on the nest, like in there. She just went in for a swim and then straight back onto it. It's a very beautiful process to see. I once watched their mating dance as well. It's such an honor to get to know all these different species. I have such an intense curiosity for life here on Earth in all these different bodies, and especially in connection and relation with each other, because everything is interconnected and we are all interbeings, interconnected beings. And when we live, especially in a community, I live in a community here, it's just like an extended family, but not our blood family. Yeah, we are seeing that we are having to live that every day. It's a shared field, purposefully, and there's so much for everyone to open to and expand into. As the majority on this planet live isolated, each behind their fence, especially in newer countries where the city planning is like in suburbs. I come from a German village which is over 900 years old, and there are generations after generation. Yeah, but they are there. They have been there for eons. And then new people moved in. But yeah, I grew up in a village. I grew up in community. I thrive in a setting like that. Yeah, where you know your neighbors, where you have common things you do, common things to take care of, festivities, and just a shared living. And on this planet we are all a global family. It's just so fascinating to dive deeper into. And here in nature, with Earth, where we are, it's like being in water, and the fish doesn't recognize that it's in the water. We are here on Earth, we are here in the Earth energy, and humans can forget that. They can forget that we need the Earth's energy, like a fish needs water. We need our feet on the earth, we need the air, we need the sun in our eyes, we need the sun on our skin. And there has been so much fear produced to connect with earth and the sun. And yeah, humans have become. Some are hiding in the house and in clothing and in shoes because they are so scared of Earth, of the outer forces that are here, that we actually need for our body to function, yeah, function really well. So, yeah. So it's very, very beautiful through the frequency devices that pulse PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic field energy, the earth energy into our body through the feet. Yeah, we are waking up again. We are coming back to life. Everybody I know has been bringing it to their parents and the parents are rejuvenating. The parents are, yeah, losing the pain and walking again and finding the daily life easier. And even if we are finding it a little bit easier, then we keep healing. Yeah, that's a missing element, but it has been around since the 1960s. PEMF, but not accessible to the public. So this is like a first, that we can have it in a very affordable, very portable way in our own homes and recharge our cells every day continuously and help our bodies repair. I'll give you a little update too. I fell off my bike, was it 2 days ago? This was like ice. Very, very slippery, and my bike just gave way. Yeah, and I landed on my hands. All different parts hurt. It's like not like a bump into something. It was when we fall, there's a whole adjustment of the whole body. So I've been using the frequency machines very intensively the last 2 days since. And the bruising, yeah, it's incredible. There's a big, I fell onto this part. You can see it slightly. It's not even swollen anymore. There's no bruising. I've been holding the Vitality wand on it and the Therapy 90 Plus from the bottom of my feet. There is no bruising. There's just like a little bit of red now still visible. It's not swollen. But that could have been really, really bad and blue, and yeah, that shows the repair that is happening very, very quickly. I fell onto my hand here. That started to be a bit discolored down here. That's also, yeah, looking almost normal again. And my other hand and my shoulders. So yesterday morning, one day after the fall, I woke up and oh, I felt it. But then I kept working with the devices yesterday, and this morning I woke up and it was, I'm almost 100% again. So it's really an incredible shift to recovery. That's what athletes are saying too. And yeah, people who have torn ligaments, after 2 weeks of an ACL, they can do squats on that leg again and exercise. It's mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing. And it's wonderful. I'm grateful to test it on my own body. And I'm so grateful that, you know, nothing worse happened when I fell. So grateful. And so grateful for these devices that I can go home and work with it. I don't need to schedule, yeah, different appointments in and drive to there. And they don't work like that. You know, they might help us if you go to a physio, a chiro and so on. Yes, that helps. And we need something more. We need to turn our cells on, recharge our cells and help our blood to flow. Especially those who are never outside barefoot on the earth. I'm always out here and I'm still benefiting from it. It's absolutely incredible. Yes, I was riding my bike this morning too. So I've been 52 years in this body, and from 50 on or so, or even before, there's things starting in the body that are wearing out. or the eyesight that goes or so. But I never believed in that. I kept shifting these programs because it has been also programmed into us. And then I started drinking different water, the Kangen water, the return to origin water, which led me also to these frequencies. And we need to be super hydrated also, because our earth bodies needs the right water. We were built in water, in the wombs of our mothers. Yeah, so with these PEMF devices, I can read fine print again. My eyes are restoring. I'm full of energy again. So much energy. I'm feeling even better than I did when I was 20. Because I'm so deeply connected now, and I'm aware who I am. And I've shed so many belief systems and wounds, and just really deeply healed and reprogrammed. Been reprogramming. Yeah, and then we don't age. What if we age because we've got all these constructs in us, and all these habits and all these patterns, yeah, that make us age and believe in that. And now we have something here at our fingertips. And the best is too, whom we are meeting, who has all come in contact with that, and who is open to this because we are sharing it with others. And then people meet, like yesterday. So a man who joined my team, he knows already someone else who is in my team. They know each other from like 30 years ago, and now we are connected again through this. We are connected by mission and purpose to help humans connect back to Earth, and to have a tool that we can revive with, that we can use in our deep programming, that can make it easier, that can help us out of the depletion from this really deep work. Yeah, it's powerful, really super powerful. And this is not an easy task. The last few days I've been drawn to watch videos about people trying to climb the Mount Everest, and how many people actually die. How many also die because of ego. Some people climbing up there, not wanting the Sherpa help, just doing it with ChatGPT, dead. Yeah, some people doing it not really prepared, doing it for the social media, for their profile, dead. Yeah, there is like people playing with their lives. And also people who had a death experience, they died, they left their body, what they saw. Yeah, or people working with medicines, different substances, where they see other realms, where we open to other realms and dimensions. Yeah, that is a deep. The main thing we are here for is to live, to be love, and to live in love. And that's not an easy task, because we have to remove everything that is in the way to that. That is like climbing Mount Everest. And when people climb Mount Everest, while they are climbing Mount Everest, they are climbing Mount Everest. They are not doing anything else. They are not, raising a family, caring for animals, doing a job. They are just climbing Mount Everest. And sometimes when we are returning back to love, that is like climbing Mount Everest. That takes everything out of us. Yeah, when we are breaking apart, when we are having ego deaths, when we have to re-feel the wounds, often of our whole family, to heal it, that is the work. That's why some of us are here, and that has taken everything out of us. While we have been maintaining our body, that's too what you have to do when you go climb Mount Everest. You have to take super care of your body. That's the priority. You can't do really anything else. It's all about climbing and survival and thriving, hopefully, while you do that. So, and then there's often a queue, because there's only a little window to climb the summit. Yeah, there's a traffic jam to go to the summit. So in our ascension, which means becoming aware that we are soul, and also the descent of the soul descending into our body, this is our own individuation. There isn't a traffic jam. It can sometimes seem like that. Yeah, there isn't any. We can't buy it, and neither can you buy your ticket up to Mount Everest. Some people have spent millions to get up there and they've never made it, or they died in the process of it. Yeah, because of ego. We cannot also push and force to become love. We have to allow and really allow ourselves to deprogram and fall apart. And for that we have to let go of everything we have known. And I shared a post last night about the movie I watched yesterday, about H is for Hawk, and the working with grief. Grief is an essential part. It's a doorway. It's a doorway. It's our descent. That's why animals come to us. You know, they come to us and they work with us, and then they die and we have to let them go. And I've had guinea pigs and they have a shorter lifespan, and there were many, many deaths. I had to work very deeply with death in this life from very early on. And that was my descent through grief into joy. Yeah, and grief is a powerful doorway. And if we are scared of the grieving and scared of the descent, we are not getting there to the summit of pure divine love, which is a frequency, which is what you hear when we have lifted the veil. Yeah, when people have left their body, when we have left our body and gone there, and I once felt love. I felt that frequency. I know how it feels. And now I have been embodying that and living it all the time to be in that frequency. Because that is our original frequency. When I saw myself as that light without my skin and felt the frequency of love, that gift, it's not a relationship, it's not something we get from someone, it's a frequency that we are. That's why it says what we are looking for is inside of us. We are that love. And then we can share it with others, but only fully when we have shed everything in the way to love. And again, these frequency devices help us because they are a blend of PEMF, which is the love, earth energy, and the light of life. So when we put our feet on that, often everybody goes, ah, and this, we are breathing ourselves already deeper into the body. We are arriving. Yeah. And we are relaxing, and then we are making space for love to come online from within. We shine and rise. It happens from within. Yeah. And the light of life turning on in our cells. PEMF and terahertz is earth energy and the light of life. It's turning us on. So it's helping everybody that has been using it, that I know, with their depressed states, feelings of depression, not functioning. They have come back to the light and to love. Why? Because the cells turn on, the energy returns. When we get depressed, it's a suppression of our own energy. That's what depression is. And to come back online, so we can use these frequency devices in our deep healing, in climbing the summit to being love. Yeah, in climbing our own Mount Everest. But the ego has to die. It doesn't have to die, it has to integrate, reverse. So we are living from our soul, not our personality. And we are letting that all go. So yeah, it's very fascinating. Very fascinating what we are experiencing and healing our body. So the light is rising to this. It's very, very beautiful. Thank you. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Sabine. or Sabine, as that used to be my favorite name when I was a child. I had a doll called Sabine because I loved that name so much. Thank you both for being on, bringing this through with me. I hope you are really well. I love your last name as well, Steve. Good win. We are here for a good win. And yeah, but what is winning? It's nothing on the outer. It's just, yeah, it's just winning the letting go, winning life, being love. And really, I listened to one video yesterday also about a woman. I can share it later here. She had a car accident and she went over and she felt love. She met all her people, all her ancestors who had already left and are in that other realm. She asked, why is it so hard to be here on earth? She also felt like a failure because she hadn't won on the outer. She hadn't been what people here regard as successful. And they were saying to her, you are not a failure. It takes so much for us just to be here on this planet. And especially when we are doing the deep work of becoming love and reprogramming and doing this for our whole family, because we are the first ones who are breaking the chains. Often we can't do anything else but that. And maintaining our body and the simplest life tasks. So now with these frequency devices we have help. We have help for our body. We have help also in, if we share that with others, to earn an income through that, which is an old wording, but to get everything flowing, our energy, money, love, and connection and community, which is exactly what many of us have been waiting for. That's again the wrong word. We knew that was coming. We've been moving towards that. We've been creating it. We've been opening to that. And now it's here. And people who are sitting on it and feeling it immediately, this is something that really works. So that's what we are experiencing at the moment. Connecting, coming in, coming online, grounding in, and relating and connecting and really relating with each other and having something that really helps humans very quickly on a very big scale. And we need something quick, even though there is no time. And that is also the dimension of the now. Of course, something comes in that works now, not tomorrow, not within 6 months or so, but now. We put our feet on it, we feel it now. We put the wand on us, we feel it now. We put the goggles on, our eyes repair now. Not after 20 sessions or so. Yes, more happens, but something immediately shifts. And that's what this is when we are in the now. That is our soul time, our energy. That is how love moves. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. And if you like more info, reach out. And yeah, keep an eye on this page. I share every day about it. And I share from many people, because this is not just about me and my own testimonials. This is from everybody. Because what we are seeing is like filling our hearts with so much joy. When people who've been in so much severe pain are shifting out of that. Yeah, that is so exciting. Yeah. So have a very beautiful day. Let me show you one more time this beautiful surrounding here. Where the swans are nesting and the ducks are swimming. The water is flowing. abundant green. I sit here every day, have my feet on the ground, my eyes in the sun, and I've often been speaking and sharing from here with you because I love sharing. That's why I live in community, and that's what I'm here for. Not to do this alone, and we are all connecting in a very new way. It's super exciting. Have you ever read that book, The Return of the Bird Tribes? Yeah, it's super, super good. That's what is happening. Yeah, highly recommend it. Have a very beautiful day, beautiful souls, so much love. Thank you again, Steve and Sabine, and everyone who's watching the replay. So much love. Bye for now. I see you again soon, and always in the quantum field. Yeah, we are all there together anyway. Yeah. Oh, bye for now. My mom is calling. I love speaking with her every morning, and she's using the devices as well, and she's reviving, so it's really beautiful. Our connection is changing. Yeah, because when we are full and recharged, we can really relate in a very new way. Yeah.